video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. It's about 7:35 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hope you're doing well. Hope this week has been a productive and non-stressful week for you. As for me, I think I'm being tested. I really think I'm being tested. So, let me tell you what happened. So, get off work and everything, up to that point, my day is actually like going fine. It's going good. Had a pretty easy day at work. It wasn't too stressful. Got off work, got my car, drove home, got home, walked up the stairs, unlocked my door, opened the door to my apartment, and I walk into a flooded apartment. Yes, a flooded apartment. Most of the apartment was flooded, and my reaction, I didn't really have a crazy reaction, but I'm just like thinking in my head, I just got off work. My day was going good all the way up to that point. At that point, I knew that my day was going to be bad. The end of this day, the end of yesterday was going to be bad. And so I walk over to the sink, and I notice the sink is not draining, and I could tell that it overflowed earlier. And it also, the little plastic pipe that's like under the sink, not the garbage disposal, but the plastic pipe. If you have a sink, how one side has a little garbage disposal thing and the other side has a little plastic pipe drain. So the little plastic pipe drain was leaking completely because it wasn't like screwed on tight enough. I'm actually gonna put a couple of clips in. Basically, I'm gonna show you all what I walked into. So here's a couple of clips of exactly what I walked into when I got home. So yeah, that's basically what happened. As you can see, most of the place is completely soaked, or was completely soaked. I mean, it's clean now. I'll get to that in a minute here, but most of the place was completely soaked. Now, the only part that didn't get soaked with water was the bedroom, and luckily, the bedroom didn't get water in it because that's the only place in this apartment that has carpet. And so if water got into the bedroom, it would have reached the carpet, and they might have had to replace the whole carpet if that would have happened. So luckily that didn't happen. But Um, I did have boxes that got completely soaked, like under, and so any of the boxes I had in the living room had to be replaced, right? Luckily, I didn't really have anything like precious or whatever in those boxes. It was basically just miscellaneous junk I had. One of the boxes had clothes in it though, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Um, right after this video, I'm actually gonna go ahead and go up to Walmart and buy some more boxes, because those boxes are ruined pretty much. The rug as well. I had to like soak out. Well, not how do you say it? Basically squeeze out as much water as I could, and then I just put it out on my balcony to let it dry. I think it's pretty dry now. I let it sit out there overnight. And that other rug as well, I had to do the same thing, squeeze out as much water as I could and just let it sit out on the balcony overnight, because that's really the only way that would get completely dry. And so I had to do all that, and it was rough. It was rough, because see, I'm not really mentally, like I wasn't really mentally prepared to deal with that situation. And so really after I made those couple of clips that you saw, I called emergency maintenance. They had me leave a voicemail. Someone called me back about 20 minutes later, and I explained the situation to them. They told me they were on their way. So they came up. They had one of those like suction things where it can like suck up water. So they got up all the water and everything, but they were telling me that more than likely it's because of a clog, and I guess the people above me might have clogged the sink or something like that, because he said that that's what would happen if someone above like clogs a sink. It'll overflow into your sink, right? Because I'm thinking like, okay, because when I first saw it, I'm like, okay, I didn't clog the sink. Like I didn't pour anything down the sink that I wasn't supposed to put down the sink. And he was like, yeah, it it wasn't used, probably the people that's above you or whatever. I don't know. And so that's what happened. So yeah, that is a possibility. People that live above you clog the sink, or it could be really any floor that's above you. If they clog the sink or something like that, or pour something down the sink that really isn't supposed to go down the sink, your sink could be backed up because of that. Like that is a possibility. So, because he was saying, at least at my apartments, like vertically, all the drainage for the sinks are connected. So if there's someone above that's like clogged, I'm not sure how it works, but that's what they were telling me. If someone above puts something down that ain't supposed to be there, it'll spill back up into your sink, And keep in mind, this is like dirty sink water too. It ain't like it's just clean water coming up out the sink. So that's the part that's like, man, because all this water is like nasty. But even if it was clean water, it would be, you know, pretty bad. But um, man, like I said, I just was not prepared to really deal with this situation. The emergency maintenance, they came by about, I think, 8 o'clock last night, and they didn't leave until like after 10 because they weren't actually able to like unclog the sink because I think they were telling me that they had to. The clog is like real deep in the drain, and they didn't have the whatever that machine is or whatever that goes down into the drain. It wasn't long enough to get the clog out of the drain, and so they're gonna come by tomorrow, or what am I saying tomorrow? They're gonna come by this morning and unclog the drain. I told them even if I'm not there, just come in because I need this problem solved. Even though I would prefer to be there, because I don't necessarily like anybody in my apartment while I'm not here, but I need this I need this headache to go away, and so I just said, whatever. Um, and yeah, so even in my dishwasher, the water was like backed up completely and leaking out and everything. So, yeah, that's really why I want a house, to be honest, because I really don't like you know other people's problems affecting me like that. Like they said, it wasn't something I did. It was more than likely someone living above me that either clogged up the drain or put something down the drain that wasn't supposed to be there. So that's pretty much what happened, and now I was affected by it. You know, and I've had other problems with this apartment as well. I mean, to be honest, um, when I first moved in, I had problems with ants. I mean, I solved that by putting down those little like ant bait things. So I solved that problem. Um, sometimes you can hear footsteps from above, but like I say, that's my fault because I moved into a unit that wasn't on the top floor. So like I say, I blame myself because normally I choose a top floor unit, but I really wanted to like not be that far from my job. So I was like, okay, well, let me settle for a unit that's not on the top floor. So now I got people living above me, and sometimes it's loud, the footsteps and everything. And one time the dishwasher just randomly stopped working, and I even tried using the that little box where you can like turn off like electrical connections and stuff like that. I tried using that to turn the dishwasher back on, and that wasn't working. So I had to put in a maintenance request for that as well to fix that. They came by and fixed it, but still, just randomly stopped working. And there's other stuff as well, but this place is not cheap. Like, this is not a cheap apartment complex. Like, like, and so it's like I kind of expect for things to be a little better, but this is why I need my own space. I need to buy a house, because these apartments, man, it's one thing after another. These apartments, a lot of these new ones are not built with uh, quality materials. Hence why I can hear every footstep from above. Um, all these other problems, electrical problems and everything, sink backing up. Even though that happens at other apartments too, it's like when you're paying a pretty good amount for an apartment, you would want these things to work. But that's just what it is. I'm just, I'm making it through. But yeah, that's pretty much the situation that I was faced with. Like I said, came home, locked my door, opened my door to my apartment. Nothing but water everywhere. It's crazy. Threw my whole day off. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Can't say I'm gonna renew my lease at this apartment complex though. I might have to find another one. Cause man, it's some of these problems. I don't know. But I wonder if I was on the top floor, would this have happened though? Cause they were telling me that it was probably the people from above me. But if I lived on the top floor, I probably wouldn't have had this problem. And if I lived on the top floor, I wouldn't hear footsteps from above. So maybe if I was to move into a top floor unit, that would kind of solve some of my problems. But still, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm chilling, That's just, what's been going on with me. But sorry, I actually meant to add that I guess the people below me, from what I've been told, they have a like a water stain in the ceiling, because I guess it was so much water that I don't know, I guess it seeped through the wood floor or something like that, and it basically caused there to be a water stain in the ceiling in the apartment below me. So yeah, so that was maintenance. They had just asked me what happened and everything, and they told me they would come back in about an hour with like a machine that would get the clog out and everything. And I told them I'm gonna be at work by then, but they can still just come in. So so that's that. And but yeah, that's about it for this video. I do thank you all for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for another video later on this week. Thanks.